What's up, boys? So today's video, we're going to be talking about hair loss. Let's get into it. So let's get right into this, man. So this video I wanted to make because I've been getting a lot of questions about this, especially at the barbershop where I cut hair. A lot of guys have been asking me about tips and tricks or just very concerned about the hair loss thing. So I wanted to make a video, especially for my clients who want this kind of information, also for you guys out there online who are struggling with this kind of thing as well. So I want to give my take on it and let you guys know what's up with it. So with that being said, guys, I do want to start off this video with saying that I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional by no means. This is just my take on hair loss as a barber, as a professional with cutting hair. Some of the stuff that I learned in school, also just my experiences, personal experiences with maintaining the hair loss and also having the long hair. So we're going to be going over a couple points here. I have my notes here so that we can go over a lot of things that I would recommend for you guys. So starting off with number one, guys, the first thing that I always tell my clients when it comes to hair loss is you have to accept your genetics. Okay, so hair loss is primarily decided by your genetics. Sometimes you get dealt a bad hand, man. Sometimes guys do not have those, that strong full head of hair later on in life, or it happens to them early in life to where they start to lose their hair. Sometimes, man, it's just the way it is, and I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you have to accept that maybe that is just your genetic code, man. It all starts mostly with genetics, is what hair loss is going to really dictate what happens within you personally. Genetics are going to be the number one factor. Next thing I'd like to touch on, man, is going to be your diet, man. That is going to be a big factor in what happens to you internally and also with your hair. So you got to make sure that you're eating a well-balanced diet, guys, and also make sure you're getting good sleep. You will not understand, and you do not understand how much good sleep affects your hair growth. You need to maintain those things in your life. Eat a well-balanced diet and get plenty of sleep. Also, make sure that you're drinking enough water, guys. The water thing is very important. Your body is made up mostly of water, so you have to be making sure that you are taking in those fluids, because that is going to really help with the overall health of your hair and your scalp. So make sure that you are eating a well-balanced diet, getting enough sleep, and drinking plenty of waters, guys. All right, so the next thing that I think that you have to do to help with your hair loss, or if you're wanting to prevent hair loss, guys, is you're going to have to manage your stress. Stress is a big factor in hair loss. It's probably the number one cause of it, I would say, other than your genetics, is going to be the stress that you are having within your body. Stress really speeds up one of the phases of hair, which is the telogen phase in hair. There's different phases of hair, man. There's a growth phase, there's a rest phase, and then there's a loss phase where you shed your hair. So the telogen phase is the rest phase, which, when you have stress in your life, it's going to enter that phase a lot faster, which is going to make your hair make you lose your hair a lot faster than you probably should. So managing your stress is going to be one of the biggest things that you can do for yourself when it comes to managing and preventing hair loss, guys. Now, there are various ways to manage your stress. That's a very personal thing, I believe, in my opinion. But the biggest thing that you can do also is getting to the gym, guys. I have said this before in many of my other videos. Get your ass in the gym, because I'm telling you right now, it is going to help tremendously with the stress. You need some kind of outlet in your life, guys, whether it be the gym or some type of hobby, playing the guitar, whatever it is. Me personally, getting under some weight, hitting the heavy bag, doing some jump rope. There's nothing better, man, with managing the stress. So make sure you guys are managing those stress levels and being physically active, I think, is going to be one of the best ways for you to do that. So that brings me into the next point, guys, which is going to be your testosterone, guys. Testosterone in men is a very, very big deal. It's the number one hormone that makes us unique. It is what makes us men, is the testosterone. And low T attributes to a lot of early hair loss, guys. I don't know if you have seen the statistics at all, guys, but right now, men have the lowest testosterone that we have ever had, okay? Our testosterone levels as a unit, as a whole in men is very, very low, which is very troublesome. Now, there's a lot of things that I think, attest to that, and that's gonna be a different video that we can talk about because it's a very personal opinion, I believe, but managing and finding out if you have low T, I think, is going to be a big deal. You have to make sure that you do not suffer from this, guys. It is detrimental to you as a man, okay? Low T attributes to, number one, hair loss. You look more feminine with low T. Your body naturally is not producing enough for muscle, and your energy and your sex life is shit, guys, when you have low T. So this is a very, very important thing, guys, and this kind of goes back into getting into the gym, because the best thing you can do for yourself to boost your testosterone is lifting weights, getting underweight, lifting shit, putting it back down. That is going to be the number one way for you to boost your testosterone, which is going to help with the hair loss, guys. I am telling you right now. How do you think I have this full head of hair? Other than my genetics, being half Native American, I know helps, but me staying in the gym has solved so many of these issues for me with the stress and also the testosterone thing, man. So make sure that you're putting that at the forefront of your life, man. You got to make sure that you're taking care of the testosterone and producing as much of it as you possibly can naturally. Now, with that being said, guys, there are things that you can do for low T. Obviously, there's TRT and all that stuff, which I think works great. I think I have buddies who are on it, and they've seen great results from it. So that's something that you can look into. All right, guys. So the next thing that I want to touch on real quick, just to get it out of the way, is you have to see if there is an underlying condition that could be helping, or that could be attributing to your hair loss. This is very common, guys. There are a lot of things that underlying health conditions that can dictate what happens on the scalp. So I would recommend making sure that you go to the doctor, make sure that you don't have any underlying health conditions. Could be something that's kind of scary for you to kind of figure out and stuff, but better safe than sorry. So I would say also just kind of knock and check that box off to make sure that you don't have any underlying health conditions that could attest to your hair loss. All right, another one, man, that is very easy that will prevent the hair loss is quitting smoking and limit your drinking, guys. If you can, stop it altogether. Me personally, never touch alcohol. Maybe 2 to 3 times a year I'll take a sip of a cocktail or something, but I do not like to smoke cigarettes or drink a lot of alcohol at all. These things, again, lower the testosterone, and they attribute to a lot of hair loss. So quitting drinking and smoking is going to be the best bet for you as well. If you are really worried about hair loss, just don't do them, man. It will help you out in the long run, not just with your hair loss, but also your health. All right, guys. So the next thing is going to be, make sure you're using a decent, good shampoo and conditioner, guys. Do not buy that 2-in-1 cheap crap, guys. It is such a negative thing on the scalp. It's so bad for you. Just don't use any of that stuff, man. Invest in a decent shampoo and a decent conditioner. My recommendation is always going to be try with something natural first. Me personally, I really like the Duke Cannon stuff. The shampoo puck is a really good one. I think it's great. I love that stuff. It's been great for me, I know the past couple months. And the conditioner stuff, dude, just make sure you're using something that is natural. I like the first-hand supply stuff. That is what I've always liked to use for the past year or so. The first-hand stuff is really great. But anything that's professional, I would say, is good. Try that. Making sure that it's something that's pH balanced, that is suitable for your hair type is going to be also a big factor in it. But just don't use 2-in-1 cheap shampoo and conditioners, guys. It is so bad for you. So that is going to help a lot with the hair loss thing as well, because there's a lot of chemicals and stuff in there that are not good for your scalp. So avoid those at all costs. And that takes me into the next point, guys, and that is going to be to stimulate your scalp. Okay, so there's various things that you can do to stimulate the scalp. Obviously, you can get a scalp treatment and that kind of thing, but there are things you can do at home every day in the shower, or a couple times a week, or once a week. So what I like to do at least twice a week, or every time that I wash my hair or do conditioner, is I use a scalp massager, guys. You probably have seen these. You can buy them at the local grocery store, or you can buy them online. I got mine on Amazon. I will leave a link down in the description below for the one that I like to use. So I buy a couple of these, guys, and after I rinse out my hair with shampoo, what I'll do is I'll grab one of these or a couple of these and actually get in there and massage the scalp. Now what this is going to do is it's going to stimulate blood flow to your scalp, and that helps with promoting hair growth. So I'd recommend doing that a couple times a week with a scalp massager. It works tremendously. All right, the next thing that I like to do, man, and what I like to use is going to be a hair tonic. Now, if you have not checked out my videos on this stuff, man, I would recommend going and watching them, especially this one, guys. This is going to be Osage Rub. I did a review of this not that long ago. There will be a card up here for you guys to check out that review if you have not yet. Really good stuff. But what I like about this is it's very, it's infused with menthol. So it is very stimulating on the scalp. This stuff is very intense on the scalp. So I like to use this because you can just feel it as soon as you put it on. Now, what is very good to do is if you grab some of this, dash it in the hair, grab your scalp massager, and then give yourself a scalp massage. This is a very good combo right here. It's the Osage Rub with the scalp massager to get in there and actually stimulate the hair and the follicles. Blood flow to the head is going to be the best way to promote the hair growth, man. So this stuff obviously stimulates it very well with this. You can't go wrong with that, man. This is what I do every week, and it's been great for me, and the results speak for themselves, basically. Now, there are other things that you can try, man, that I've tried in the past, which is going to be trying some herbal oils and stuff like that, which do help a lot with the stimulation of the scalp. I've tried jojoba oil with a couple dashes of peppermint oil, which works really great, guys. To do like some type of like hair mask or just a hair treatment, that works very well for the scalp. Also, using heat steam towel with that works very, very great. Those are also other options that you can try. Before we end the video, guys, I wanted to kind of touch on a couple other points here, and that is going to be, obviously, there are supplements out there for hair growth, which if you're taking vitamins for, I think is a safe bet for you to try. Me personally, I do not have that much experience, but it's an avenue that I think you should know about, and that you can maybe research yourself and kind of and see if it benefits you. The next thing is going to be obviously minoxidil, guys, Rogaine. So this stuff, I think, in my opinion, it does work. I have seen it work, but to a certain extent, and also I do not believe that the side effects are worth what you are getting from it, okay? First of all, with Rogaine and minoxidil is you have to continuously use it. You cannot stop, because if you do, your hair loss will happen again. You have to continuously use these kind of products in order for them to sustainably work. Also, the side effects are not that great, man. It can mess with you actually being able to perform in bed. You can't get it up, that kind of thing. So there are a lot of side effects to it, man. So you got to kind of weigh out those pros and cons for yourself. Does it work? Yes. Is it worth it? I don't know. That's totally up to you. I have people in my personal life that I know use it, and it works great for them. But I'm pretty sure they're probably having some side effects from it. I'm not too sure. That is within themselves, but also I have guys who have tried it, and it's just not worth it, man. So you have to kind of explore those options for yourself, guys. I think it's worth mentioning in this video because it's something that is also very much so advertised to men, Rogaine and all that stuff. So do some research on that, I would say, and figure out if it's worth the squeeze for you. In my personal opinion, man, If you don't have that bad of hair loss, maybe it's something that's worth doing, just, you know, building it up into your routine every day. But again, you got to weigh those pros and cons for yourself, guys. In my personal opinion, not really worth it. Also, there are companies now, if you have not seen, that are catered to men's hair loss and stuff like that. I think there's brands like Hims, Keeps, things like that. Personally, I do not know anything about those guys. Again, just throwing them out there so that I give you guys as much information as possible for you guys to look into. Do some research about those things as well. I do not know of anybody who has tried them or who has said that they have worked, but they're in business for a reason. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. So those are another avenues that you can take a look at. There's also hair transplants and things like that. I see them all the time in the barbershop, guys, and in my opinion, sadly, most of them, they just don't cut it, man. They are, let's just say this, the clients that I've seen that had them, their scalps have not really taken them in well. I think some people it works for them if they are not really experiencing a lot of hair loss, but for the majority that I've seen, it doesn't look that great, man. So is it worth the money? Personally, I don't think so. I think that you should just accept the fact that you know, you're experiencing hair loss, and that's just how it is. Now, with all that being said, man, you also got to understand that as we get older as men, hair loss is going to happen regardless. You know, one day I'm pretty sure that I'm going to lose all my hair. You know, thankfully my father has not had any hair loss yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. And it's just part of life, guys, is losing the hair. And there are other things that you can do to kind of, you know, boost that confidence, or also, you know, help with the fact that you lost your hair, man. There's other things that you can do, growing a beard, or, you know, getting jacked, getting in shape, those kind of things, upping your style. So if you're having and experiencing hair loss, guys, it's not the end of the world. Like I said, I personally have buddies. My best friend is bald, and he lost his hair a long time ago, but it does not affect who he is. It does not affect, you know, his ability to pull in women or to be great in life, man. So it's a bummer, but at the same time, guys, it's part of life, and sometimes we just have to accept those things. And, you know, there are things that you can do to improve yourself. It's not just about the hair. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. So I hope this helped out you guys, you know, who had this kind of question steaming in your mind, and also to the clients of mine who have asked this stuff. These are the things that I like to do for hair loss and to kind of prevent them, and just my take on what I believe in it and all that stuff. Again, I'm not a professional doctor or nothing like that, so you have to take this stuff with a grain of salt. And also, if you are experiencing a lot of hair loss suddenly, or patches, I would recommend going to a dermatologist, guys. It could be alopecia, which is very common. That is just basically hair loss in specific areas of your hair and on your scalp. So you got to make sure that you can identify that, because there are things that you can do to help with those, like steroid shots and stuff like that, which a dermatologist can help you out with. So there will be links in the description, guys, for these products that I mentioned below. The stuff, again, works really great. Check them out in my Amazon store. So with that being said, guys, I am an Amazon affiliate. I do get a kickback for anything that you do purchase in those links. It doesn't raise the cost to you or nothing like that. It's just a way for me to be compensated for promoting these products, basically. So check that out, link in the description. Also, I have an Instagram, man, you know, Adam's Hair Stuff on Instagram. That's where I post a lot of my stuff, and you know, I do a lot of updates and stuff. So I would recommend checking that stuff out, man. Check out the Instagram, Adam's Hair Stuff. Leave a comment down below, guys, if you have any other anything to add to this video, maybe with the hair loss thing, if you are a person that experienced it and had success in kind of fixing it and everything like that. Leave a comment down below for other guys to read. And if you found this video helpful, informative, anything like that, man, be sure to like this video, and also hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of my future content. Right on, boys. You stay fresh, because you deserve the best, man. We'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.